This is Mark Warner with PropertyMortgageInvestment.com, and today we're going to talk about bonds and how they compare in terms of investment opportunity with residential property investment. When you talk about bonds, there are three different types of bonds that you could invest in. One is the government bonds. Secondly, you've got corporate bonds, and third, you've got municipalities that you can invest in. All of these instruments are debt instruments where the party who you have invested in is obligated to pay you the money back plus interest. So when you compare it to a residential property investment, is there any appreciation opportunity with bonds? No. Cash flow, yes. Primarily that's what you would invest in bonds for, is the semi-annual dividend payment that would come from bonds. In terms of debt reduction, there is none. You invest $1,000 per bond and they pay you back in 5 years, 3 years, whatever the length of time the bond is out for, plus the interest over that period of time. So there's no debt reduction because you typically can't finance a bond. In terms of tax savings, the only tax savings you get with a bond is if that bond lost value and you sold it, and you'd be able to write off the loss against your income tax. In terms of the comparison between the liquidity, obviously bonds you can sell anytime. Most bonds have a market maker where you can sell them at any time through a broker. So in comparison, it has one of the four things that you would look for in an investment as it compares. Bonds have a position in the portfolio as a percentage of someone's portfolio. The more conservative you are, the greater it would be, and the closer you are to retirement or in retirement, the more bonds you would have. However, bonds are very interest sensitive and lose value as interest rates go up based on being locked into an interest rate. Again, residential property investments are great, have four benefits compared to what bonds would give you in terms of one, and then you've got the liquidity issues. Again, this is Mark Warner with PropertyMortgageInvestment.com.